What up, guys? East here. So, look, you see there, right down there, I got Sagat on the screen. I've been playing a lot of Sagat. One thing has become very clear to me. He is not the best character in the game. He's actually pretty far from it. But he's a character with a simple enough move set to where if you have solid fundamentals in the game or just fighting games in general, he's very fun to play. So I thought, you know what, why not try to teach people how to play the game through Sagat? So keep it simple, Sagat. We're going to call it the KISS series, and the first thing I want to talk about is counter hits. Actually, for a long time, I didn't really know how to think about counter hits or how to know I was getting a counter hit when I hit somebody. Because half the time I'm tunnel visioned into the game, just trying to think, okay, I need to hit this guy here, I need to hit this guy here. There's actually a way that playing Sagat, I figured out I can kind of easily see counter hits, and I want to share that with you guys. So let's hop into the game here. Gonna pump that open there. Yeah, there we go. So you got Sagat there chilling, big and burly. And so Sagat has a couple of combos that don't work if they're not counter hit, but they do work if they are counter hit. So for example, let's go over the easy mode stuff first. So crush counters. Crush counters give you a lot of time to see them because of the animation. There's this big loud sound. The enemy goes, "Whoa!" They fly. There's a big stop when it happens as well. So there's a really big impact when you do that. So it's easier to tell when you get a crush counter than a normal counter hit. So that's what we're going to start with. Easy mode, basically. So these are the training wheels. The one we're going to talk about today is crouching heavy punch. You see that? When you hit somebody with crouching heavy punch, it goes psh. It's like the big spark. He flies back. And if you notice on the left side of the screen, it says counter. It says counter hit. Take a look on the left side when I do this again. See that? It says crush counter. So that's how you know. It's definitely a crush counter. Now, when you're Sagat, if you get a crush counter when you're really close to somebody like this, with a heavy punch, you can actually do something afterward. So let's take a look. You can actually just uppercut afterward. So that seems simple enough, right? Anyone can do that. Go into training mode, set counter hit to on, and then just crouch heavy punch, and then afterward just DP the guy once he's flying backwards. Heads up, just in a match, this is really hard to do because you're usually not going to be this close to your opponent as Sagat unless you get a good knockdown. So if you do it from out here, it doesn't work. Just a heads up, guys. All right, so my advice to you, if you want to practice how to do counter hits or practice recognizing counter hits in the game, again, come in here. Counter hit settings is going to be on, and you're just going to do it. All right, that's level 1. So once you think you've got pretty confident at just doing the motions, level 2 is taking the counter hit state and changing it to random. So now you need to clearly see if the opponent is being counter hit or not. If they're not being counter hit, do nothing. Just block after the heavy punch. If they are being counter hit, afterwards just do it the uppercut. So right there, nope. There we go. So being able to realize and recognize when the counter hit is actually happening, rather than just a regular hit, it's pretty important. So that's crush counters. Now, the one that I really want to talk about and that I think was most important for me is doing Sagat's regular counter hit combo. One I want to talk about is this move right here. It's this really annoying stepping forward move, this forward medium kick. From this far away it hits. It's pretty cool. Now, if the opponent is standing, they get hit. If they're crouching and they block this, then they're going to block it. But what's really cool is if you hit them while they're pressing a button. So if I hit this, I'm going to turn counter hits on here. You can do stand light kick afterward. So you can just, right there, you see that says 2 hits? So on counter hit, this is a combo, which means we can do really neat stuff. So you know that we can cancel our stand light kick into some attack. For example, uppercut. Tiger uppercut. Which means if we catch somebody on a counter hit like this, then we're doing really good because we can just do this afterward, right? So that's what we're going to practice. So this is how I visually confirm counter hits. Now you're probably thinking, well, East, how do I tell if he's being counter hit or not? Do you remember before when we did the crush counter? I told you on the left side of the screen it has the little counter hit symbol that pops up. So when I do it, counter pops up as well. And it actually gives you enough time, if you can get out of your tunnel vision for just a moment, it actually gives you enough time to actually see it, recognize it, and then react. So like that. And of course, this is always set to on. This is going to be your basic, level 1 practice when you're just getting in there, just trying to get the motions down, right? So you're going to need to just learn to get that down. Just got to learn to get that down. It's a little bit faster than you'd imagine, but yeah, it's pretty easy. Once you get it down, it's no problem. Don't forget to practice on both sides. So you got your DPs on the left and the right side. So that's level 1. Level 2 is where things really start to stick and where rubber really meets the road. So if I go to counter, I change it to random. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be like looking at the screen, but also having your peripherals checking to see if the counter hit state pops up, or the counter hit little bubble pops up whenever you hit somebody. So I didn't see it right there, so I just stopped afterward. I saw it that time, I hit him. So that's going to be like recognizing how to do this in a real match, or how to like actually like do this on the fly. What's kind of crappy about this is depending on the side you're on, that's kind of where your peripheral needs to be focused. So if you're like, right now I'm in the corner with Sagat, if you're in the corner here, it's a little bit harder to see your counter hits because they're so far away. I mean, you still can because of the color that pops up, but you know, different levels in the game have different colors in the background, so it might be more difficult to see. So basically, the farther away you are from your side of the screen, it's super easy to see because it's like right in my field of view. Right there, because I'm hitting Ryu right behind him, just counter, like, oh, perfect. So keep that in mind as well. So that's the level 2, right? That's the like recognizing normal counter hits and then practicing it on random. Now, to do level 3, to practice up even more before you get into a real match, if you want to just like really hone the skill, turn the computer on and just practice. So just turn the computer on, fight the computer, you know, don't take it too seriously, but just really focus on trying to land these. And when you see counter, you just follow through. And yeah, so counter hits, super simple Sagat. It's almost dumb easy when you think about it that way. And he's really built to kind of help, I guess, teach players that. So that's going to be it for me, guys. That's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, do me a favor, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter. I stream as well. I've got a Discord. All this stuff is in the description below, so don't worry about that. And I'll see you next time, yeah?